Buenos días. Good morning. All right, guys, we're going to get started here in a few moments. Just waiting for folks to join us. We'll get started here in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I do have the risk disclosure up. Okay. Morning, Stumps. Morning, Sepadia. Morning, Frizu. All right, so we're 5 past the bottom of the hour here. So we'll go ahead and get started. Miss Hey, bonjour, Health Freak. How are you? Yeah, once the job's printed, it reversed. Yeah, that's why we don't trade the news. That's why we're flat into the news. We don't anticipate, we react. Okay? All right. So morning. So I just wanted to go through the risk disclosure and just to kind of remind everyone that I'm not here in any sort of investment advisory kind of capacity. The information I'm about to provide is to be treated as general information only. None of the information is intended as investment advice to offer, sell, to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. Hey, Diego. We all understand that futures does carry a fair amount of risk and is not for every investor, and that an investor can lose more than their initial investment, that the investors should only be using risk capital when they engage in the markets, and they should not be using money that they otherwise need to for their financial security or lifestyle. Okay. Nothing again is contained herein is a solicitation to buy, sell futures, options, or forex, and past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay. So now that we got the risk disclosure out of the way, we can go ahead and start to, well, first things first, we want to look at the news. We've already had a news event take place here. So we'll open up the news, see what other news is in store for us. Let's see if I can get rid of this here. Let's see. No. Okay, well, let's see if we can sign in here. All right. Fair amount of news today, guys. We just had the jobless claims number come in. That came in, I guess, in line with forecast. Continuous jobless claims was better than expected. Okay. We still have PMI coming in later today at 9:45. We have home sales coming in at 10 a.m. And then we have the tips report coming in at 1 p.m. Okay, so fair amount of news today. So we have to be, I guess, somewhat guarded on the potential of these news events causing the market to react or move in unpredictable ways. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first market, and that is the gold. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up our charting platform, and let's see. Here, we're going to go ahead and locate the gold market. Okay. Now, all right. Let's see. Give me a second here, just kind of to load this up here, get my charts ready in a good place, and then we'll share my screen. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and share this screen. Okay, there we are. So here we are. As we start with every session, guys, we take a look. Hey, DCAT. As we start with every session, guys, we always start with the higher time frame, and we're always asking ourselves the question, what is the market trying to accomplish? Okay, so the market, if we just, again, let me remove some of these drawings. Okay. All right. So as we review these drawings, okay, or as as we review the candles, okay, we can see that we've made a series of higher highs and higher lows in this market. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay. So the market remains bullish, I would say. Okay. We haven't really broken any significant structure to the downside. Okay. As I move to the left here, you can see that we continue to break structure to the upside. Okay. So on the daily chart, I would have to say that we continue to be in a bullish, I guess I have a bullish view on the daily. All right. On the 4 hour, again, we are going to turn this off here. Let's see. Where's my initial balance? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off here. So you can see here that we continue to make newer highs and higher highs and higher lows. Of late that we've been kind of I would say range bound in the gold market. We haven't really of late have not made any sort of new highs. So it seems like we are kind of deciding on exactly what to do or what to do next with this market. But we've been down this road before. You can see here that we've had a similar kind of range, right? And then they decided to take the market higher. Okay. So the same could be taking place here, right? So I don't think there's anything really present here that would indicate that we are in a significant move to the downside. We really would need to get below 25, 23. Okay, this area, I kind of drew this line in particular. I just kind of use this line here. Okay, well, this was prior resistance that was broken, retested, and rallied. Okay, so this would be kind of the first area for me to kind of indicate that, yeah, maybe there is some price that indications that would cause me to think that maybe the market is turning or changing character. Okay. This 25, 20, 25, 19 level. Okay. What was prior resistance will become support. Okay. If we do manage to get below that level, then I would start to change my opinion, a short-term opinion, to more bearish. Okay. Looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart, we have a developing 30-minute candle that is bullish. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start to, let's actually bring up the my levels. Okay, let's see, top step levels. All right, here we go. Control C. All right. And we're going to go ahead and add them here to the right. Okay, as so. All right. And the next order of business for me is to draw in our volume profile. So we're going to locate the fixed volume profile tool here, and then we're going to locate the 930 bar. Okay, 930 bar. From yesterday. Okay. This is Thursday. Yeah. This is Wednesday. So let's see, make sure I start this at the right place. So this is going to be 8:30 is the okay. So that's our volume profile. I'm going to go ahead and extend these lines because I want this to go across here. I want visibility of these levels as price is developing. Okay. And then this is our point of control right here. Okay. So we're just going to double confirm some of these levels here. We have 25, 25, 48 as our value area high. We have 25, 36 as our value area low. Okay. We have point of control at 2547.7. We have settlement just below. Okay. Um, and let's see, 2558. We have average session high. Let's open up that here. Okay. Well, actually, let's open up ADR first. Okay. So we have ADR here at 2568. We have ADR low at 2531. And we're going to go ahead and open up ASR. Okay. Make sure that that says New York. Okay. And we have it a little bit lower here at 2558.1 is average session high. 2530.8 is average session low. Now this might adjust a little bit. We're already getting a little bit of a reaction away from both ADR low and ASR low. Okay, we got a little reaction. You can see we're reacting away from it currently. Now, what are some hypos that we should be looking at in this market? Okay, well, one thing that is underway is that price. Uh, is reacting away from ASR and has now managed to get back inside value. All right. If price does close back inside value, there's a reasonable chance that we could see price rotate through value. Okay. We made an attempt to exit or initiative action to the downside, and that was met with buying around this ASR ADR level. Okay. Now the question is it going to be sustained? Do they have the resources to continue to take this back through value? So the first hypo that I have is bullish, right? If we do manage to close back inside this this value area from yesterday, then we have a reasonable chance that we might rotate through value. Okay, we might rotate through the to the highs of the day. Okay, if we're looking more bearish, okay, well, we do have one. We are also not only are we reacting from ASR, but we're also reacting from average daily range here. Okay, so that might be if we get maybe a series of candles here, maybe another bearish candle below. That would be enough of an indication that maybe the market is going to continue to the downside. Okay. So if I'm going to be a seller of this market, I'm going to be waiting for some extreme levels. Yes, smash the like button, right? If I'm going to be a seller of this market, I want to be a seller up at these extreme levels. I don't necessarily want to be a seller close to areas where there might be some demand. Okay, we are getting a reasonable reaction away from the daily weave up. Okay, um, so there's seems to be kind of buyers and sellers on both ends, right? We have wicks on both ends. So kind of a little bit of a tug of war going on in this market. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my initial balance. Okay. So I'm just kind of looking back here and seeing what kind of initial balance range has been established here in the past. And this seems to be a much larger, okay, greater than average initial balance range, and a lot of it is probably the result of news, right? We had some news today that caused the market maybe to overreact a bit, okay, and as a result, we have a much larger initial balance range that we maybe normally have here, okay. So what's the path forward? Well, path forward for me is going to be to wait for this initial balance range to establish. Okay. We may find that price may struggle a bit to extend the initial balance in any direction today because it's a bit wider than normal. Okay. So the initial balance high and the initial balance low are going to carry a fair amount of how we say interest for me. Okay, just because that they're at extreme levels, and we have an initial balance range that's wider than normal. Okay, so fade the top of initial balance and look to long on the lower end of initial balance. Okay, that's kind of so. There's a strong chance. Okay, yeah, we're going to draw in an anchor VWAP here in a second. There's a strong chance that we could remain in range today in gold, right? Just based on the fact that we are looking to get back inside initial balance. This could be a range day in gold. We may not see a directional move in price. Okay, that's certainly a possibility. Okay, again, given the wide range in initial balance. So it was suggested, and I think it's a reasonable suggestion, okay, is that we should consider drawing an anchor VWAP. Now, if we take London into consideration here, then that's kind of the anchor VWAP that I would consider, okay? And as long as we stay below, okay, then there's a chance that we continue to the downside, okay? All right. But I do also understand that, I'm right now, price is trying to get back inside value. All right. If I'm long, well, if I'm considering long, then I need price to get above this anchor VWAP, right, in order for me to kind of consider an opportunity to the long side. Okay. If I remain below VWAP, then the opportunities are probably more toward the downside. That's kind of how we can use this anchor VWAP. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I have for the gold market. Okay. So I'm just going to be patient and wait for this initial balance range to establish, and focus my attention on the edges of the initial balance range. Okay. If I'm going to participate in this market at all, because I see evidence here that this could be a very much a rangy market today. All right. All right. Looking to see if there's any questions. I don't see them, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. Let's see if I can locate my crude oil market. Okay, here's our crude oil. All right. We're going to go ahead and see what we're going to find here. We're going to change this to VV. Okay. So here we are going to go ahead and expand this. All right. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We'll start off with the daily chart. We're going to take a look. Good morning, Reading Tiger. We're going to start off with the daily chart and ask ourselves a question. What is the market trying to accomplish? Well, the market is trying to continue to head to move lower. Okay. You can see evidence here on the daily, right? Candle after candle is on to the downside. Okay. Now we are in an area where we could expect some buying, and we have a developing candle. But to be honest, really, it needs to, in order to continue this, we obviously need a newer low, right? This is, I guess, technically was a new low. Okay. We did not manage to get below any of these wicks. Okay. So there could be, some level of support here at the current level. Again, I don't have to look too far to the left to find evidence of buying. Okay. So I have to respect that. I have to understand that might be a possibility. Okay. That there might be this is an opportunity. It would be in a location where we could see some buyers. Okay. So looking at the 4-hour chart. Okay. 4-hour chart. Again, we're making our series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off initial balance. We got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay, so again, until we break this, right? Again, this is where I kind of draw my little channels here. until we break this structure, I have to look bearish. And we really don't break this structure until we get above 73.68. Okay. Otherwise, we remain in control of the bears, right? So I'm going to remain bearish on this market until I see price provide me evidence that it's able to take the market higher. And that evidence is the first order of evidence that I would need to see is one, a breakout channel on this market above this channel. Okay. And ultimately, I want it to get above this red candle. Okay. If it cannot get above this red candle, my view is that we're going to continue to the downside. Okay. That's what I see in the 4-hour chart. All right. 30-minute chart. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove my channel here. Okay, that we have the ADR range there. I'm going to go ahead and draw in my fixed range volume profile. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and locate the 9 a.m. candle right there. Drag that across to the 4:30 candle. Okay, so here is our yes. Okay. So much like the gold market, right? Price remains inside value. Inside value leads me to more range type of price action. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our levels here. Okay. Go ahead and add our levels. Okay. Here are the levels that we're going to be watching. All right, I'm just going to kind of double confirm them here. Okay, so we're going to go and validate value area high. Here is coming in at 73.40. Okay, so we have 73.39. That's within tolerances. Really depends on how I arrive at this line here. 71.46 is value area low. Okay, that's within tolerances. We have turn this into red. We have 71.93 as our point of control. We have settlement price at 71.9, pretty much the same level. Okay, point of control and settlement are pretty much the same level here. Okay. Value area low, and we found, I guess, some an area of 4-hour demand is also at a similar level. Okay, so let's see. Now we have ADR, right? ADR is coming in at 72.97. ADR high, ADR low coming in at 70.88. We're going to go ahead and open up ASR. Okay, we'll just make sure that this says New York. It does. Okay, so we have a much higher. So we have 74.17, okay, coming in on ASR. This is way above the market. I might be actually inclined to see what London has here, what London was able to establish here. Okay, so that's a lot closer to the market. Okay, so 72.65 is kind of what I see on the upside. Okay. Okay, and then let's see, average session range low coming in at 70.84. Okay, 70.84. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing as far as these levels go. All right, now, so the market has technically not opened yet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, yeah, no worries, Larry. So what to make of this market? Well, the first things first, the market's technically not open. Price is above the daily VWAP. It is above settlement. It is above point of control. So 3 indications that price could continue higher. Okay. We have some, obviously some interference in our midst. Okay, that could cause price to reverse, but we have 3 data points that indicate that maybe this might be an area. Okay, we're seeing that a little bit on the daily. We have a developing bullish candle on the daily. We won't know for sure exactly how that candle closes until the end of the day, but we have some evidence that maybe there might be a little bit of a rally in store for the crude oil market today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my little anchored VWAP here at the kind of what we are see down to this level here, probably around here. Kind of this is the start of the. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And want a dynamic. Let's see, right about there. Okay, this is the start of the London session. Okay, so as long as price remains above the anchor VWAP and the daily VWAP, I would have to say that we are looking to head higher. Now, if I start to get a close below this anchor VWAP and below this daily VWAP, then I'm not going to be hesitant to look for a move to the downside. Okay, I'm seeing price action, and not only that, right? I can go ahead and draw my channels here, right? And if I get a close below these levels, right? Again, that's could be evidence for me to see some further downside, right? And again, we are still very much in bearish structure in the higher time frame, so that would not be out of the question. Actually, we would probably be more aligned with the higher time frame if we were looking more bearish in this market. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to bring this down here, make sure it's visible. All right. So I think we've already confirmed these levels, if I'm not mistaken. They all came in line here, so we're good on the levels. So yeah, hypo wise, I'm going to be kind of interested to see how this 15 or 30-minute candle closes below this channel. And if we do manage to get a close below this channel, that could lead to a bearish trade to the downside. Okay. And we have some nice levels here at value area low, if it's going to remain in range as a target, or it could extend all the way down to this ASR and ADR level. We have some confluence there that could provide us some a reasonable target for this move. Okay. But I do need to see, again, guys, I'm not just going to just randomly enter a short. I need to see evidence, right? I need to wait for price to create some price action to indicate that my sentiment, my view on the market is correct, right? I need a close below the channel. I need a close below anchor VWAP and daily VWAP and all these levels. Once I get a close, then I feel like I have some evidence. The market and market participants are telling me that my view is accurate. Okay. Now I never impose my view. I let the market tell me. Okay. All right. My view is fluid. All right. What was it? What's the comment that Bruce Lee used to say? I think it was be like water, right? We want to move and react to what we're presented like water, right? Okay. All right, fluid. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I have to say. I'll be interested to see how the initial balance range develops, whether we do indeed get a price to close below, okay, this level here, and that could potentially lead to some price moving lower as well. Okay, all right. I think that's what I have. Yeah, shape shifter, exactly, right? We shift to whatever the market tells us, and this is kind of kind of our roadmap. What are the footprints telling us, right? Each candle is purposely made, right? And generates reactions from the market participants in these markets, right? So we need to be keen on what the market is trying to tell us. We need to be open to what the market is trying to tell us. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move into the equities. Okay, we're going to go ahead and see if I can locate my NASDAQ. There it is, my NASDAQ. Yeah, we're always, Alejandro, we are always waiting for some confirmation. Okay, We just don't blindly say, okay, well, this is the area and this is the location, right? I always wait for some sort of price action to indicate, right? And the more I guess conviction, and when I look for conviction, I'm looking for, candles with no wicks, the better the better the opportunity, right? And if it's supported by volume. All these factors kind of factor in. It's a multi-dimension, problem here, right? It's not a single thing that we're looking at. We're looking at a multitude of things, right? Okay. All right. All right. So looking at this Nasdaq, right? We can see here that we continue to make bullish, right? We see bullish price action in this market. So our view remains bullish. Now I'm looking to the left. We're coming up on an area here around I guess pretty close to 20,000. Okay. This area could potentially be resistant. I say could potentially be resistant, but we need candles. We need candle formations to indicate that, yes, maybe a 3-bar reversal, maybe an engulfing, something to indicate that this market is reversing. Until then, we have to look for bullish opportunities in this market, right? Look at the nice reversal that we got. Look at the nice reversal that we got off the EMA 233-day EMA from August 7th and 8th and 6th. Okay, made a nice 3-bar reversal off the EMAs, right? Okay, on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, again, we continue to make a series of higher highs and higher lows. I don't need to step in front of that, right? I know it's not easy to buy at these levels on the highs, and I'm not, right? I'm going to wait for locations where I can manage my risk. Okay. But to fade this market without any sort of price confirmation or price action to indicate is imposing our will onto the market, right? We need to be patient and disciplined and wait for evidence, right? The market will tell us when it's time. We need to be patient to wait for that to happen. Okay. All right. So yeah, 4-hour chart remains bullish. I don't see anything here that indicates otherwise. 30-minute chart. Okay. We are above some of the levels that we care about. We're above daily VWAP. We're above the settlement price. We're going to go ahead and draw in our anchored VWAP, not anchored VWAP, but our volume profile. Okay, here. So we're going to go ahead and locate our 930 bar, drag that to our 430 bar here. Okay. And so we're above value. Okay. Again, we're seeing initiative price action. We're seeing market participants, okay, drive price higher. Okay. So chances are we are going to open up above value right now. This area right here, let's go ahead and add our levels here before I get too far into this hypo. So let's see, let's locate the levels, add these here. All right, so here are our levels. We're going to go ahead and open up ADR. Okay, so we got ADR well above us here at 2083. I got 2082.50. ADR low is 19,762-ish. Okay, what was it? Average daily range low. Yeah, 7. Yeah, so within tolerance. Okay, maybe a point higher. Average session range, I'm going to add, but chances are this is going to adjust some. Okay, so we got 20,100. Okay, to the top side. Okay, 50. Okay, not 50. Oh, come on now. How many clicks does it take to update this? Okay. And then average session range low is 19,734. So we'll go ahead and modify that. Okay. 734. Come on now. 734. Okay. That's our average session range low here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and modify that here, 734, and session high is 100. 100. Okay. So let's see here. This, and then we do this and get rid of this. Yeah, I'm just updating the spreadsheet that Top Step TV uses to update the levels. So when they do their next update, that they take into consideration the updates that I made on this market. Okay. All right. So now that we have our levels, okay. So again, at this point, the fact that we are above value here, we have to look and for opportunities to the bullish side. Okay. So we have some levels below us, right? We have some levels below us that we can use. Again, I'm going to draw my little anchor VWAP here. Okay, down below here. Okay. Notice how price is respecting this. Price came down to anchor VWAP and reversed away from it. So as long as price stays above anchored VWAP and daily VWAP, I have to think bullish. I do understand that I am coming into some levels that could cause price to reverse. Okay. So I'm not going to buy retail. I'm going to buy pullback. Okay. And until I see, as long as I see price above this anchor VWAP, I'm going to remain bullish. Okay. There's really no other reason to go against this market. Now, again, this channels that I'm drawing are very much aligned with this anchor VWAP. Multiple data points, right? Providing me evidence, right? Again, I just need to remain objective. There's no emotions in this, right? I look, I see evidence, I react. Simple as that. Okay. All right. So until that happens, I have to look for opportunities to the bullish side. Okay. I'm going to, again, similar to what we said before in the other markets, I'm going to remain patient for this initial balance range to establish before I look for opportunities. And then I'm going to wait for evidence. Okay. Right now, the evidence is price is looking to move higher. As a risk manager, I need to look for locations that's aligned with my risk model, that's aligned with the general direction of the market. Okay. All right. Any questions on the NASDAQ? I do not see them. All right. So before I go into the next couple of markets, guys, so if any of this resonates, if anything that I'm saying has supported your journey or supported you on a daily basis in your trading, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The more I get likes, the more I get subscribes, the more likely I'm looking to expand this to not just the pre-market review. Okay. I would be open to, offering maybe, some more real-time kind of reviews, but we have to increase the level of likes and subscribes in order for that to happen. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the ES market. Okay. Yes, potentially might happen. Okay. But I'm not going to open up a live stream for, only a handful of people. It has to be worth my while. Okay. Uh, okay. All right. Let's see. Where is, oh, there's the charts. All right. Looking at the ES market here. Okay. You're welcome, Frizu. All right, so we're going to take a look at the daily just like we normally do. Okay, we're going to take a look at the daily, and no surprise. Yeah, no, Stumps, no, you're good. Just yeah, just show some activity. Stumps, don't be shy with any sort of comments. If there was a particular market review or pre-market review that really resonates or really supported your trades, yeah, let me know. Let the world know. Okay. So yeah, if I understand you can't hit the like and subscribe, but a few comments here and there go a long way to supporting me and my efforts here. Okay. Yeah, possible. All right. Could happen, DCAT. I need more subscribers in order for that to happen. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so like I was saying here, guys, we're seeing the same kind of price action. We're seeing the same kind of price action that we saw in the Nasdaq. Really, there's nothing indicating here that the market is headed down anytime soon. Okay, so daily chart is very much bullish. 4-hour chart is also looking quite bullish. Okay, breaking structure to the upside. Okay, nothing indicating here that there's any signs of price coming down. Yes, absolutely, Diego. Absolutely. Uh, Okay. So again, nothing here that indicates here that the market is headed lower anytime soon. Okay. 30-minute chart. Okay. 30-minute chart, similar to what we saw in the NASDAQ. Okay. We have price above our settlement price. We have price above our anchor, not anchor VWAP, but our daily VWAP. I'm about to draw our anchor VWAP here. Okay, down over here, this level here. This is like the beginning of the London session. Okay, so again, as long as price remains above this anchor VWAP and daily VWAP, excellent, excellent. Last night worked to a T. Thanks. We'll test it again today. Yeah, absolutely, Larry. I would be quite interested in understanding. Yeah, so I shared for those who are, maybe are not aware, I did share a little bit of a strategy that I thought folks could entertain in the instruments that they look at. Okay. So yeah, I'm interested, Larry, in the results of that back test. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open up the fixed range volume profile here. Let's see, fixed range volume profile. I'm going to go ahead and locate the 930 bar right here. Okay. Drag that across to the 430 bar. Here we are. Okay. So that's our value area range. You can see again that we have price is above value, indicating that we have some strong buyers in the market. We have players in the market who are participating, auctioning this market to the upside. Okay. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and locate our levels here. Okay. And here they are. Okay. There's our levels. We're going to double confirm some of them. We're going to look at value area high. That's coming in at 56.43, which is what we have. Value area low is 56.29, is what you have. Point of control coming in at 56.35, which is what we have. And then settlement price is 56.41. Okay. So the only other things that we want to add to this is the ADR. We have on the upside, we have 56.73, which we captured. And then we have 56.11 to the downside. We're going to go ahead and open up ASR. Now, ASR may adjust here a little bit. We got 56.81 already. It looks like it's adjusted. So 56.81 is 50 is kind of what we have. Okay. And to the 56.06, 56.06 to the downside, 56.06. Okay. To the downside. We're going to go ahead and update those levels here on my. So we have 56.81 coming in on 81.50. Okay. For ASR high. And then ASR low is coming in at 56.06. So this is 56.06, 56.06, 50. All right. So that's kind of what we're seeing on the levels. So again, similar to our view in the NASDAQ, we need to locate opportunities, areas where we can participate in this market to the bullish side, where we can manage our risk. This level down here around anchor VWAP would have been a nice location to participate to the long. Now, where could this stall? Well, we have some levels above us, right? Targets that we can use for potentially price stalling. Okay. That's kind of what we're looking at here. This ASR high or ADR high could cause price to stall a little bit. all right, or horizontally, or maybe potentially move down. Okay, that's how I use these levels as targets and potentially entries. But I'm not really looking so much as an entry for a short as I am looking as targets for bullish opportunities. Okay, so that's kind of what I have here for the ES. I'm just going to pause here to see if there's any questions. I don't see them. We're going to go ahead and close off this session with a review of the Dow. All right, the Dow. I don't know. Somebody I thought made a good observation of the Dow. That's the Dow is like the Nasdaq, but on medication. Okay, I thought that was a very nice analogy of that market. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to the Dow. Okay, and I would say probably that the Nasdaq, it probably is in need of some medication. Okay, all right. So let's see. What was I going to? Oh, okay. Let's start with a daily. Okay, daily chart, ADR levels. Okay, similar kind of thing that we've seen already in the other equity markets. Okay, nothing in here that indicates to me that the market is headed lower anytime soon. All right, we're breaking structure to the upside. All systems seem to indicate bullish price. Okay, for our chart, we have again similar kind of view. Newer higher highs and higher lows. Hey Nuba, we have higher highs and higher lows. It's not the Dow. Oh, I'm in the ES. You're right. It's not the Dow. Let's change that. Thank you, Sergey. But let's see. Remove drawings. Okay, let's go back. Daily. Okay, now one thing that's maybe a little bit different. Okay, where we've seen maybe some structure breaks above. Right, Dow is a little bit lagging in that aspect. Okay. Looking at the Nasdaq and the ES, we saw that price had already gotten above some structure. So Dow is lagging in that aspect, but still very much bullish. For our chart, similar kind of thing. Okay, nothing really different than what we've been seeing on the ES and the Nasdaq. Correct. Higher highs and higher lows. 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We're going to go ahead and stretch this out here a little bit. We're going to open up our VWAP. Okay, settlement price, we're all above that. We did make an attempt to go higher. That's been initially rejected. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our fixed range volume profile here. Okay, so fixed range volume profile, we're going to go ahead and open up the 930 bar, drag that to the 430 bar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and establish our value area high. Okay, so this is value area high. Okay, this is value area low. Just kind of quickly going through this. Okay, value area low. I'm going to go back and modify the color of these. Okay, I'm not looking at red for value area high. I like my blues. And value area low. Similarly, I'm going to go ahead and make this blue. Okay. Just going to superimpose that there. There it is. Okay. So we are above value, right? As we speak, we are above settlement. We are above daily VWAP. Okay. So right now I'm going to go ahead and add my anchored VWAP. Okay. Down to this level. Okay. Again, similar kind of thing, similar kind of view. As long as price remains above, then I'm looking bullish. Okay, here are our ADR levels. These are the potential destinations for price. Okay, in an average day, we can expect a move up to a high of 41,205. That would make for a very nice day, if you ask me. Okay, value area low 40,830. Okay, and we've already seen some evidence here that we are bullish, right? So we got ADR high here, ADR ADR high coming in at what is that? 41,205. Okay. We have ADR low, I believe was 40,883, I think it was. Let's see. Let's double check. 825, sorry. 825. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up ASR. All right, ASR coming in relatively around the same level here. So 40,276 is ASR high, 41,276, 35, 76. And then we got ASR low at 40,776, 40,776. Okay. We have value area high coming in at 41,032, 41,032. Value area low at 40,942, 942. And got point of control at 40,978. POC 40,978. And then settlement at 41,006. Okay. So again, as long as price stays above value, I have to look bullish in this market. If I do manage to get price to close below this anchor VWAP and inside value, then maybe we get a rotation through value back down to value area lows. But I first need to see price close back inside. Otherwise, I need to look for opportunities that align with a move to the upside in this market. Okay. So, I mean, a close above, right above this area. We've already gotten I see channels everywhere. We already got a nice little break of channel here to the upside, which would support a long. Okay. As long as price does not close back inside the channel or back inside value, then expectation is that we would continue to the upside in this market. Okay. All right. I'm seeing an equal number of likes and subscribers, which is a good thing. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close this session, guys. Encourage you guys to stay true to your process, be patient, wait for evidence before executing any sort of trades. So we want to trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro. We want to be a market trader. All right, guys. We'll have our normal group coaching call later this afternoon at 6 p.m. Central on the Top Step Discord. I will be available for a bit in the coaches raise room. Okay. Otherwise, I'll see some of you. If I don't see you in any of those locations, I'll see some of you in market review again tomorrow. All right, guys. Have an excellent day trading, and we'll talk soon.